Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to another video here on my channel. Today we are finishing up with the revamp of this area, my farmer's market. This was a two-part video this week because this whole area was so big. It was going to be a pretty large video to do it as one giant one. So I decided to split it into two. This one is a little shorter, but I still think it's really satisfying to see the changes that I made. So I hope you guys enjoy it. We're going to start off by kind of rearranging the stalls and making some adjustments to the simple panels that I used. I really wanted to play with more of like a building design, which I never used to do, but I've been seeing it on other people's islands and I really like it. So I found this really pretty light like wooden panel with string lights on it, and I really like it. So I'm gonna be using that as like a back panel to my stalls, just so they look more like one unit. They're not necessarily like people work in them, but I think of it more as like a little pop-up stall where you can kind of go pick up what you need from. They're like communal, like I picture them being like communal little areas that my villagers can go to. So they're going to be the backs of those from now on, and I hope you guys like the way it looks. I'll be in and out of this video, but that's going to be the first thing we do over here, so I'll be back in a minute. Like here you can get a sense of how these new stall formations look, and I'm so happy with them. I think they're so nice, but I did end up taking this one out because I loved the idea of having an area where you could sit also. And spoiler alert, you can't actually get to the bench that I'm gonna put down after I realized that I have to go from behind in order to look at how chaotic this is. I have to go over here, I have to drop stuff off because my pockets are always full when I'm building. Yeah, girl, you just dropped one thing, you gotta drop more. But yeah, you can't put the log bench down from this angle because there's no room, so you have to go from behind it, you have to take everything down, you have to put the log bench down, then you have to put everything back up. Look, don't let anybody tell you Animal Crossing isn't hard, okay? It's a simple game, but the like actual logistics of it, it's ridiculous sometimes, alright? Don't let anybody tell you different. I just love the way this area looks now. I talked about it in the other video of this, but I redid the way the orchard works. So instead of it being like cohesive lines of trees and a treehouse type thing in the center, now it's more, you know, the trees are spread out and there's this cute little path now that winds from Olive's house through the orchard to the little treehouse thing, and I love that. It makes her feel less cut off from the island. I think it's super cute, and I got to use the fun stepstones that I love. back and forth on what I wanted to do for this area. That's why it took so long for it to be completed. Ultimately, I ended up just going with more stepping stones to make more of like a pathway around the tables. I don't know. I could not find furniture that looked right in these sections, so I just went with what felt good, which was more stepping stones, and it gives it pattern and like texture and stuff without it being too busy, although it is pretty busy, I'm not even gonna lie. I added more flowers and stuff like that, just details that I could put on the ground, but there's still this like empty space behind the cedar trees that I am gonna fill up in a second, but I couldn't do like big things like stalls or simple panels or anything like that because I didn't want to block the tables. So maybe in an ideal world this space isn't as wide, but I also didn't want to take down all of it because Poppy's yard backs up to it, so I couldn't like, that would have been re-terraforming suddenly like a huge chunction of the island, so didn't end up doing that. But I hope you guys will see what I mean and kind of agree, because I love the way it ends up looking. But it definitely, I think I thought there was going to be more items before I started doing it, if that makes sense. Alright, here we are a few days later. I bumped it forward so that everything would be in bloom, and I brought us to 6:30 p.m., which is my favorite time to play Animal Crossing. Look at this beautifulness. Oh my god, this isn't even fall. I kept it in July because I'm not planning to time travel yet, so I wanted to see it in the summertime. It's so beautiful. Like, what? Those little twinkly light panels, like I can't even with those. They're so freaking cute. I'm so much happier with this area now. I think it looks just like how I pictured it, and the way that it backs up to the orchard, it's just so pretty. I'm so happy with it. I hope you guys will agree. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and a subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys on Friday with a new video. Have a good one. Bye.